What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today I'm once again reviewing a beer from the Grist House Craft Brewery, and they are out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and this is their tropical sIPA. So they are calling this a Sour India Pale Ale that is brewed with lactose, Madagascar vanilla beans, pineapple, coconut, and guava. Comes in at 7% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This can is just over 3 weeks old. And I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to my buddy Sean for hooking me up with not only this beer, but a bunch of other Pittsburgh area beers. He went on a recent trip to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and brought me back 9 different Pittsburgh area beers. And yeah, just a nice guy overall. Sean's a good dude. So in the description box, I will post a link to the beer haul video if you want to check out all the goodies that he grabbed for me, although I've reviewed quite a few already to this point, and most of them have been quite delicious. So I can't wait to get into this one, specifically because whenever I want to try out a new brewery, at least nowadays, I'm always curious to see a style from them that is kind of outside the norm. And sour IPAs, even though they've been a bit more, a bit more popular over the last year and a half, not a lot of breweries are doing them. So whenever I see a sour IPA from a brewery that I've never had before, I always want to try it out. For me, Hudson Valley is the king of the sour IPAs. I really like other sour IPAs as well, but I just feel like Hudson Valley just knows how to balance out the sour character and the IPA character along with whatever adjuncts they put in the beer. They're usually quite delicious. The one issue I have with most sour IPAs nowadays is that it usually just turns into a sour beer. I usually don't get the IPA characteristics, and it's kind of a bummer more often than not. They usually end up becoming quite delicious, and they're just a good beer in general, but I want that IPA. It's a sour IPA, not a sour. So we'll see what Grist House has going on here. There's a lot of adjuncts. You're talking lactose, vanilla beans, pineapple, coconut, guava. So yeah, we'll see what's going on with this one. So, wow, that's very vibrant in the glass. That looks cool as all hell. So right now I can tell you this looks awesome. This is a bright, vibrant orange, little like honey colors in there too, but I don't know, it's probably gonna be dull on camera, but in person, holy crap, does that glow in the glass. About 1.5 fingers of a bright white, creamy, slightly soapy looking head, very tight, compact bubbles. Yeah, that looks beautiful. That looks like a beautiful beer, I can't deny it. Let's get a nose. Tons of guava. So I did their Gots to Goza, which was a guava goza, the most guava I've ever had in any beer ever. And this one has a lot of guava in it just based on what I remember from that beer. And then smelling it, it's like, yeah, guava. Definitely some lactose and vanilla in there as well. Pineapple. Coconut's getting lost a bit. There's a little bit of like a dank component here. A little bit of like a dank herbaceousness probably coming from whatever hops they're using. Yeah, as that opens up a little bit more, definitely getting a little bit more of the IPA characteristics in this one. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. This is why you let it open up and you continue to swirl, because I'm starting to pick out things that I didn't get the first, couple sniffs. A little bit of coconut now. Getting pina colada vibes for sure in this one. It's weird they added the guava. I feel like they should have maybe just went pineapple and coconut to go for a pina colada like sour IPA. But man, I'm getting pina colada now. That's really cool. Yeah, that smells. So this smells like a pina colada sour beer with a little bit of IPA characteristics here, a little bit of the herbaceousness, a little bit of dankness. For the most part, though, it smells like it's going to be super refreshing and tasty. So let's get into it. Cheers, everybody, and thanks again, Sean. Yep. Jesus. Yeah, so I don't know when I'm going to post the other review, but I just got done reviewing Grim Artisanal Ales, their Pina Pop, which was a Pina Colada Berliner Weiss, or Pina Colada inspired Berliner Weiss. And they said they used 1/2 ton of toasted coconut in that one, and it just came off as a pineapple creamsicle. Don't get me wrong, quite delicious, but not a Pina Colada in any way whatsoever. This huge Pina Colada vibes to this one. Wow, this is fucking delicious. Holy shit. So Grist House, at this point, they're pretty much 3 for 3. The guava goza, I didn't absolutely love, but I really liked it just because there was so much guava. It was like the one note in the beer. And then their other beer, I forgot, it was an IPA, really delicious as well. This is on another level for me personally. And I'm going to like this more than probably the average person who drinks this beer. And I'll tell you that right up front because I love coconut. I've mentioned it plenty of times on my channel, but I love pina colada. So let's talk about the body. Body 7%. It's like medium, maybe slightly lower than medium, like lower side of medium body. So a bit thin, but I don't really care. The mouthfeel, despite them using lactose and vanilla and whatnot, it's not amazing, but it is nice. It is soft and smooth, not necessarily creamy, but it does have a nice soft, smooth component, this one. It has carbonation, but it doesn't get in the way. So body and mouthfeel are solid. They're good. It's fine. The mouthfeel is a little bit better than the body. The taste, though, right up front, pina colada, pineapple, coconut. As it passes through the palate, there's a little bit of that herbaceous dankness that I was talking about on in the aroma. That's pretty much where the IPA characteristics are coming in this beer for me. It's really that herbaceousness, that dankness. As it finishes to the sweeter side of things. Pineapple, coconut, vanilla beans, milk sugar, aka lactose. Yeah, it's going to finish sweet, and I kind of understand that going into it. So I don't mind it's a little bit on the sweeter side. This has a soft tartness to it. It is slightly acidic on the back end. But it's like I said, soft. It's a soft tartness, not really a sourness. So that's one thing about sour IPAs. More often than not, usually just come out being tart as opposed to like straight on super sour. Yeah, now with that taste, I got a little bit of guava right in the middle of the palate as well. Oh, this is fucking, like, I'm going to crush this. I wish I had multiple cans of this. This is a great beer. I don't know if anybody else out there has had this beer, but like for me personally, this is resonating in a way that I didn't really think it was going to. And again, I don't go into beer reviews with preconceived notions or like, know what I'm going to say about it or anything, but I was expecting kind of to be disappointed like so many other sour IPAs with, 5 different adjuncts in it and whatnot. I will say the biggest disappointment for me in this is that the IPA characteristic is just that herbaceous dankness. I'd want a little bit more, but with so many adjuncts, it kind of gets suppressed. And I would like a little bit bigger or better body and mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is nice. It's not crazy. With lactose in there, I thought it might be just mind-blowing. But like, I can't fault it too much. So rating on the Tropical SIPA from Grist House, this is going to be higher than most. I can already tell you. I'm going to give that in between a 4.5 and a 4.75. I'm going to lean more towards the 4.75 side of things. I'm going to go 4.65 out of 5. Probably super high. If you've had this one, you're probably going, what the hell? I don't know. This pina colada vibe is just resonating with me, and I'm just really enjoying the vibe to this one. I wish I had more of it. If they ever brewed again, I'm probably gonna have to seek it out for trade purposes because I would just love to have like a 4-pack of this in the fridge to just drink on. And I think this is gonna age relatively well just because there's not a lot of IPA characteristics to begin with for me personally. So it should be fine, 2, 3, 4 months down the road. Anyway, that was Tropical SIPA from Grist House. I'm going to say 4.65 out of 5, a low 4.75. And yeah, it's a delicious beer. Thank you very much, Sean, for this one. This is, just amazing. It's just a fucking highly enjoyable beer that kind of surprised me. And as you can see, I'm kind of stumbling over my words more so than I usually do, and that's just because I'm kind of just blown away by it. Anyway, 4.65 out of 5, Tropical SIPA, Grist House. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Thanks again, Sean. Until the next one. Cheers. Oh yeah, by the way, 7%. Nah, this drink's like it's 5. Cheers.